Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat. The TikTok ban? Wow. Like, I'm shocked. So it's very last minute that I decided to go live, but we had friends over for hours. So we've been outside watching football, had no idea that the ban was going to go in place. I am shocked. I am just shocked. Like, wow. Did you use TikTok? Did you love TikTok? Um, I will be bringing people up live if you wanna chat. I am live on YouTube also, so it's gonna be a little tricky, so just understand that I am live on YouTube and Instagram on 2 different devices, so it gets a little tricky to bring people up. But I definitely want you to get comfortable in comments. I'm gonna bring Brittany up, who does social media for a career. Okay, so I am bringing guests up on my Instagram live. So just so you know, let me see if I can post that. Just so you know, on YouTube, you might want to flip over to my Instagram. I will keep this up on YouTube because you should be able to still hear the audio, and then it will go up as a podcast. But if you want to see and hear when a guest is on, better go to my Instagram at Sarah from Texas Podcast. Let's see if it brings her up. Well, is it going to do it? Let's check technology. Okay, there she is.
But the truth of the matter is, as much as I love it, because TikTok actually changed my life, but as much as I love it, I just think, there's other platforms and we got to do what we got to do, and we can use all of them.
Yeah. As a creator, I preferred the ease of TikTok. What about you? Like, as a creator, as a user, like, tell us in comments, what are you going to miss about TikTok? Was it the easy scrolling? Was it the lives that would just come up? For me, it was also about that I wasn't only going to see content of people that I chose to follow. They were going to somehow integrate from my brain what I wanted to see based on content that I would stall on. So if I stalled on pimple popper videos, which I do, and bunion surgeries, which I do, that was the content it was going to show me. So it was able to like show you what you wanted to know. And when you wanted to fight with TikTok and be like, why are you showing me why I'm on this side of TikTok? Honey, because that's what you're stalling on and watching, and TikTok knows it.
It knows it. It's like the strongest algorithm.
Oh, okay.
That's what I always say. Jonathan saying yes, it was built on, and the algorithm was built on interest. Yes, he's right.
Yeah, which was awesome. It did the work for me.
it really did, and you can really get like you can actually kind of manipulate it if you want to. Like, if you're like, you know what, it keeps showing me the same kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So go and like, if you think of something else you want to see, go search it up, watch a few of those videos, and like you said, it'll be like, oh,
wow,
she likes that, and it'll keep showing you that. It's really impressive.
Yeah. Actually. But then you had to use your brain and think about, oh, what content do I want to see? No, it's mindless scrolling. It's mindless scrolling, and I'm missing it already.
I'm telling you, Sarah, like, I'm not, no shame. I would watch TikTok every night. Like a lot of times, instead of my TV shows, I'll choose to watch TikTok for like an hour.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we watch TV shows with our phones in our hand. And when we're bored from TV, like I often am, I go to my phone and I literally go through Instagram. I'm on everything. As a creator, like you are, I talk all the content on everything, but there's a lot of people that had only built their platform on TikTok, millions, hundreds of thousands of followers. And now they're like, hey, follow me on Instagram. I'm like, honey, it's a lot of work, but you got to post on all of them. I've been doing that for years.
You really do. And what's interesting, like in the business that I'm in, just on the business side, and not even like individual creators, but like for brands or businesses or small, medium-sized businesses, it's like, I always say that, I'm like, dude, we got to make sure you're on at least two on a regular basis, two platforms on a regular basis, because we're not putting all these eggs in one basket. And it was very popular for a while for like social media, experts to say, well, don't get overwhelmed. Just choose one and then maybe later add another. But the truth is that you need to at least go ahead and just have two. You've got to have a second touch point for the audience, because you just never know what would happen. And also it's cool because other people will see you. It doesn't mean you have to be equally aggressive on every single platform.
Yeah.
But you need to have that presence.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's things about each one that I like. I fear though, if they don't bring it back, I think a lot of people, I feel like of all the apps, people followed the most people on TikTok, right? That's why also creators had the most followers over there. But now we're going to have to remember, who did I follow? How do I think? Oh, wait, let me go to Instagram and find. Everyone's just going to forget about those people and find new people on the existing apps.
I think it's actually interesting that you say that, because I think that actually is a good and bad thing, right? So like, it's bad like if somebody like kind of forgets about you or doesn't find you on the other app.
Yeah.
You're really, really active on TikTok. But then also the opposite is true. Like it's also going to end up being an opportunity for people.
Right.
It's crazy, but it's true.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok yesterday, because did you see all the sad TikToks last night? I never thought it was going to come to this, but here's my goodbye video. Please make sure you follow me. Look at my profile. I saw these. I was literally on the death of TikTok. That's the side I was on last night. Okay. So I'm watching. I didn't really choose to make my own that way. I made a video this morning when I was out for a walk and put it up on TikTok. And I think at the end of it, I might have said, oh, if TikTok goes away, I don't know, maybe it was just in my brain, but I didn't really do a goodbye, like funeral for TikTok for myself, but was happy to watch them all. But one girl who had like 1,000 followers, which is pretty small on TikTok, but she made a thing and said, oh, buy TikTok, but now it's my opportunity to make it big somewhere else. And I was like, good for you, girlfriend. Like, you go big on Facebook, go big on Instagram, go big on YouTube, do it wherever you need to do it. Just do it. It's fun. It's not even mindless. Social media brings this community together. This morning alone in Pearland, I met with 3 other people that we have in common from my social media, my podcast about reality TV and Jeff Lewis and celebrity news. We were there for 4.5 hours chatting. Was it all about our comments? No, we went off on this subject and this subject and this 4.5 hours of ladies just sitting and chatting together and having a blast. So to me, social media is so much more than just, mindless scrolling. You can really build a community. You can really get information. You can feel seen. You can feel heard. I mean, it's a lot for a lot of people. It's so much bigger than just social media.
Girl, yes, we are aligned on that.
Take another drink. Take another drink, Brittany.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mine's coffee, but I might need some. Yeah.
Sarah, if I drank coffee right now, I would not go to sleep. It would be a problem.
I'm so weird. I usually don't, but I was so freezing outside that the barbecue wasn't warming me up and the fire pit wasn't warming me up.
Good.
Yeah.
I understand. No, I'm with you on that with social media, man. That's just like something that I felt deeply about. Like I could just talk for hours about is the power of it, the power of the good that it can do and that it brings us together and all of that. And the bad stuff is what gets the attention.
Yeah.
That's just kind of like the thing. And that's whatever. But the truth is that it actually does really, really good. It's changed my life. It's changed loved ones' lives. We help businesses and it helps change their, but you know what I mean? Like it just, you can really, really use it in that way. And I think it's fantastic. I'm really proud to be, a part of it.
So do you think it's coming back and when?
I mean, you know what I have this like funny vision of when I have this vision. Cause like, look, love him or hate him, like Trump, like some of the things we see of him in videos is like hilarious. And I have this vision that like the day after inauguration, we're going to like try to pull up TikTok and it's going to be his face. Be like, you're welcome.
Oh, he'll totally take credit. I mean, are you kidding me?
He will totally, and it will be hilarious. But no, that's just kind of like my funny fantasy. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it really could be days, but I don't know how long these kinds of discussions take. And I know the inauguration is like obviously a priority in the next couple of days. So it might take a few weeks, but I really do feel like we're like a temporary interruption.
So is it normal for everyone else? Like people are on YouTube and chatting and saying that it's not banned in Canada. Is this only a U.S. thing?
Yeah.
That's so weird. I guess as an American, and this is going to sound really snotty, but I'm just saying, I never thought somebody could do this bullshit to us. Like I just never even thought it would happen.
Crazy.
I never thought 9/11 would happen. Now that's on a much bigger, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things that you're like, I just didn't even think this was a possibility. And I know this is so much more lighthearted, obviously, than something as huge as 9/11, but it's just one of those things. I just never even thought it was going to happen. It didn't even dawn on me that was a possibility. They kept talking about it. I'm like, they'll never do that. We're America.
Right.
And then they're like, bye.
Land of the free.
Wow. So weird.
It is really weird. It is really weird. But, I think it's also really fascinating. But I nerd out on this stuff. It's my work. So I'm going to, and I think it is really fascinating. And I'm actually, honestly, I'm going to be closely observing and participating in the other platforms, which I already am. But I mean, like, even closer looking at things and seeing if there's some sort of a shift. It really actually
fascinating.
Could be really positive for the other apps.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell everyone what you do on your apps and where they can find you. What your social media name is everywhere. Like, tell them about your dancing. I love it.
Sure. I love to dance. I've danced since I was like 3 years old, and I am 44 now, and I am not stopping. It's not I just always tell people like, you're not too old. It's not too late. To go ahead, and that's a beautiful thing about social media. You can use it to help accomplish those dreams that you still have, because it's so cool. It's such an opportunity. But yeah, I do love to dance. I dance sometimes on my treadmill. That's actually how I started blowing up on TikTok originally, was treadmill dancing. But I do love to dance. I love to do comedy. I just love to entertain. And also I just love to be really like open and real about like at my age, this is kind of the weird shit that happens. And people relate to that, and we just have fun together. And it's not even about my work,
Right.
Most of my content is not about my work, but I do own a social media agency. But you can follow me under my name, which is probably here in the live, depending on how you're looking at it. But Brittany Crossan, on all platforms, and my company's Fun Love Media. And come say hi and have fun with me.
Awesome! Awesome! Woo! Woo! Oh my goodness.
That's great.
What was your favorite TikTok account? Like, what did you really go to TikTok for? Like, I mean, like, to me, Twitter is like news. I don't really get on that much. But to me, TikTok was fun, but heartfelt. I mean, that's where people went live. And I don't know. It was just, I think I really got to know people more on TikTok. I felt like people could open up.
Well, I'm gonna admit, a big part of the content that I really got into for a while on TikTok was like woo spiritual TikTok. So it's like,
what is that?
Tarot card readers.
Oh, okay.
Psychics, like, or like, how to, all these things.
Okay.
Those are so entertaining. If you've never watched, do they have that on Instagram? I'm gonna figure that out.
I feel like every platform is so different. Like, I'm gonna miss TikTok for what it was. Instagram, it's like, to me, Facebook is like your private, personal friends, family, coworkers, whatever. A little more buttoned up. We really present ourselves well on our Facebook, right? Instagram's a little more fun. Maybe someone has a Finsta. Maybe someone has, they just kind of watch on Finsta and comment, but they don't really put their own stuff up there. You might put some stuff up there, but, Facebook was really your personal family and friends. Like, here's Christmas. The boy is home from college, whatever. Instagram was more fun. TikTok, to me, was fun on crack. I mean, TikTok was whatever, whenever, whoever. It wasn't about the beautiful 25-year-old, size 0 Instagram influencer. On TikTok, it could be anyone. You could live anywhere. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you can be on TikTok scrolling or as a content creator. I'm really missing TikTok already, and it's only been an hour.
We used to always call TikTok the Wild West of social media, and you just never knew what you were going to get. And that's what was so inspiring. Like, somebody like me, and like a lot of people, not just me, that when we first realized what was happening on TikTok years ago, I remember seeing people dancing in the grocery store.
Yeah.
This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
These are grown adults.
Yeah.
They're just like, we're going to dance and have fun at the grocery store and live our life. That was really inspiring. So you're right. Like, you just never knew what you were going to see.
Yeah.
It was a good variety.
Yeah.
And you could go in any direction you want and you're going to be able to find it.
Yeah. And you did, like I said earlier, you didn't even know what you were going to have. You could just scroll and you're seeing content creators that you didn't even follow. And then you're like, oh crap, this person is so funny. Or, oh, this person I really relate to, so many ways to find your people on TikTok. So many ways. Yeah.
There really are. There's a guy that has like, essentially like the pet cow. I don't know if you ever saw him. And the cow would come and eat with him. Like, he would let the cow walk into the house.
Wow.
Yes. And there's like a dancing cowboy, but he's like older.
The dude in New York City in the underwear?
Oh no.
Oh yeah. That dude's been around forever.
No, just like this kind of like regular dude that's like, I don't know, maybe he's like 60 plus, and he would just like dance, at his ranch. And then Grandma Carolyn, shout out to her. I met her on TikTok, which she's also here in other places. She's a big creator, but like, she's just a grandma that loves to dance,
Yeah.
It's just so fantastic.
Yeah.
The baby boomers, the baby boomers?
Mm-mm.
They say the baby.
Oh,
It's two best friends that are like 66 years old, and they've been best friends for 40 something years.
Oh my God.
They're in Hollywood, and they were acting and dancing when they were younger, and they still are. And they made this TikTok account. It's just that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, that's the kind of stuff you'd find.
Yeah. And that's not on Instagram. I mean, they might have an account, but I think a lot of people had unique content only on TikTok, and then their Instagram is a little more buttoned up. And I want I want TikTok. I want, like you said, I want the wild, wild west.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We'll see. We'll see what is going to happen to Instagram this week. It might be a little interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, thank you for joining me, Brittany. Everybody follow Brittany. She really does fun dancing on treadmills. She keeps it real and she's awesome. And she's in Houston.
Thank you.
Shout out Texas. Absolutely. Bye, girlfriend.
Thank you for having me.
I don't know how to X out, so see if you can get off. I don't know how to do it. I forgot. I haven't gone Instagram Live in so long. Oh my goodness. So weird. It's so weird. There's going to be so many people that I miss. So many people. Yeah, Mama Tot. See, and I'm sure like Mama Tot is Ophelia. I forget her last name, but she's now switched all of her stuff to Ophelia and then whatever her last name. If someone knows it, let me know. But she's known as Mama Tot, right? She's the one that's like, y'all go grab a snack. Let's talk. Let's have lunch. Everything's going to be okay. And a lot of people, especially TikTok, started their accounts just normie people, not influencers. Like I said, gone for all the influencers is like what you would think of them as, the young 20s, the mid 20s of like, gorgeous people, selling stuff. Now it's like normal people, all colors, all sizes, all jobs, all interests, all going live at different times, content, so many people's livelihood. LTD on YouTube. Remember, I'm live on YouTube and Instagram. If you want to come up live and chat and tell me something about it, I don't know how to do that on YouTube right now, although I might, if you see an option that says join, but I don't think there is. But on Instagram, you can hit the button at the bottom that looks like a camera, the plus button, if you want to come on live and say something about it. What is it? Somebody was saying that so many people's livelihood, I feel like it won't be gone for long. I mean, if people relied, I don't rely on any of these, financially. It's fun and it's obviously nice to make money versus not making money. But a lot of people, sorry, I'm trying to put my phone in a better place, rely on social media income and very much TikTok, where TikTok of all the places, sometimes I could put up one video that was the same and it would go viral on TikTok and die out on Instagram most of the time. If anything, some videos the same video could go big on Instagram and die out on TikTok. But a lot of people, I feel like TikTok was just a way that a lot of us spent more of our time than Facebook or Instagram. I feel like just if you were into TikTok, you were spending most of your time on that. Yvonne Gal says, is Joey Zalzik on TikTok? Yes, very much so. And I feel like people go live on TikTok a lot more than Instagram. So as you know, if you've been following me, I've been doing Instagram live since June of 2022 when I spontaneously had the idea to go live and talk about the Jeff Lewis Live premiere party that I'd just gone to in LA. And then over the years, it's kind of become where I went live on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all at the same time. And now I put it up as a podcast and go live. But for me, not as many people go live on Instagram as they do or did on TikTok. So now I'll be curious if people go live, like Bethany Frankel's like, well, let me go live on Reddit, not Reddit, on Instagram. I haven't even been drinking. Like we had friends over and they were drinking a few beers, but I don't really drink. So I'm just red from coffee, I guess. I'm just so in shock still. I had no idea they would do it. Okay, somebody says, tell me another app, because I guess in America, the Red Note and Lemon 8 are both banned also because I guess they're owned by the same TikTok company. Is that what somebody was telling me? Seven Gourds of Spinning, I love that name, on YouTube says, oh shit, where did it go? Sarah, try out Favorited app. Okay, what is that? Tell me what Favorited app is. Are you just going to spend more time on Instagram? Are you going to get off? I feel like there was a lot of love-hate relationship with TikTok. There was a lot of people that were like, no, TikTok gets my information. They might be selling it. I'm like, honey, everyone has your information. You know what I mean? Like, what is favorited app? I don't know. Red Note isn't banned, Scott's class says. Is that in America though? Because clearly this is only an America thing, right? Oh, wait. Oh, hot take. Hot political take. GECD says it's a PR stunt. It will be back in a few days so Trump can be likable. So this sounds like what Brittany said when she was on live with me, and she said she has this vision that the inauguration is going to happen Tuesday, so everyone's focused on that. But on Wednesday, the next morning, they're going to wake up and he's going to be on there like taking all the credit for TikTok coming back. You know what I mean? Pin the live chat discuss so it can be seen with the comments. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Can y'all not see the comments? Y'all can see the comments on YouTube, right? By the way, this will go up as a replay and it will go up as a podcast. It's Sarah from Texas. When you watch the replay on my Sarah from Texas podcast YouTube channel, if you hit the button that says live chat, you can read all the comments that were up. I will put the Instagram live up, but it never brings up the comments. Am I having a hot flash? I'm like, why am I so red? Maybe I'm having a hot flash. It's been forever, but maybe I'm having another one. Oh my God. Michelle says I'm having a glass of wine, so hopefully I don't get too silly. I hope you do get silly. Get silly. Now is the time. What is going on? TikTok is gone. Now is the time. Hey, Dames Who Dish. Oh my gosh, this is wild. And Gina, let me know if you want to come on live and chat this TikTok live thing. I clearly know that y'all are mostly on Instagram because I get all my Dames Who Dish gossip from Instagram, but y'all are on TikTok too. And I assume you watched it just like we all did. I mean, it's weird to let me know in comments. Are you a creator that posts on TikTok or are you only a watcher? Does that make sense? A watcher? What's it mean, a watcher? Of a viewer? Is that what it's called? Whatever it's called. I know what creator means. It means you post videos, but a lot of people, clearly just watch other people's videos. But, whether you're a watcher or a creator or obviously both, I think it's so weird that TikTok is gone. Like, it's just crazy. Somebody said if I had information on Las Vegas, I definitely have information on Las Vegas. Jeff just updated us recently. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, Tame Sue Dish said just got back 3 hours of time every day. Yeah, because most of us probably spent hours a day scrolling TikTok alone. Like definitely. So I definitely have information on the Jeff Lewis Chump Con coming up April 11th through 13th, 2025 in Las Vegas. He gave us more information recently. So check out my my videos on that, but I will also chat live about it every weekday, 4 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, and then it goes up as a podcast. This I just had to do as an emergency to chat specifically TikTok. So weird. Also, talking about our community over in YouTube, probably on Instagram too. I'm missing the comments as much, but people get to know each other on social media. So when everyone acts like social media is the devil, it's kind of what you make of it. And trust me, if you've been around, I've had my ass handed to me on a platter as being a creator and a Jeff Lewis fan. So in chatting about that in reality TV. But it also brings community. And over the last few years, several of us have met in person. A lot of us have met in person, hung out. They chat and comments with each other. They get to know each other. We know who's struggling. We know things to celebrate. Like we really become friends. So very much on TikTok, people had communities. And now if they don't know how to reach out to people, it's just gone all of a sudden. Like we all got the message like, sorry, it's been banned. It's over. It's crazy. Somebody's saying they want to come on. Usually that's a mistake. So it's just based on experience. So we'll see if this person really did mean to come on or not. It's Donna. We'll see. Anyways. Hey, Donna. It's a black screen. Did you mean to try to come on? Hello? Did you mean to come on live? Maybe not. Okay. Do you know how to get off, Donna? Hit the X button if you see one. Oh, shit, now I'm gonna have trouble finding the X button. Oh, Jesus Louise. Okay, she got it off. Like I told you, I wasn't wrong. If anyone else wants to come on live and chat with us, I would love to hear your thoughts. What were your favorite creators? Are you going to go and search them out or out of sight, out of mind? Like I feel like I loved TikTok because I would see people that I followed and I wanted to get their content, but also I loved that new people would come up that I had no idea that I wanted to watch. And then all of a sudden, I was a new fan of them. Like, where else am I going to get updates on baby Paloma, Pookie and Jet? Like, I'm not going to see Pookie and Jet tomorrow. Like, what kind of flowers is he going to get her? What kind of breakfast is he going to bring her in bed? Like, what? You know, I mean, Spencer Pratt, like, I know he'll be on Instagram, but oh my God, no. Uh, okay, let's see if Cheryl really meant to join. Go live with Cheryl. Let's see. And by the way, if you're on YouTube, the video, hopefully you can still hear the people. Hey, girlfriend.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Tell me your thoughts on TikTok.
Oh my God. So we were actually about to record a video for TikTok and it was already down. We had spent like the 20 minutes beforehand showing my friends one of the creators' TikToks. Before TikTok went away, I was like, oh my God, let me show you this person's TikTok.
Yeah.
And then right after TikTok ended, and I posted my video on Instagram, because I think that's where a lot of people are going to be, that creator actually liked and responded to my and it had nothing to do with them.
Wow.
So I think things will live on.
Yeah.
Somewhere else, right?
Do you think it's coming back, Cheryl?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you think there'll be changes made? Like, what are the changes? Why are they wanting to ban us? I don't even understand it. I'll be honest with you. It's so confusing. It's like, are they protecting us, they think?
I think it's political reasons.
Okay. Okay. What kind of content do you put up? And where can they follow you?
I do. Well, by the way, I put zero content up on TikTok.
Okay.
I like once a year I would post something.
Uh-huh.
It was only for following people. But on Instagram, I have 3 different Instagrams.
Okay.
I do myself for my friends.
Right.
And then I do one for my neighborhood.
Oh.
And then I have a list in front of my house. I have a little tiny vending machine that for 50 cents you can put in 50 cents and get an original piece of art out. And so I have an Instagram for Vinco's Artorama.
Oh my gosh. Tell us what those names are if you want. And then when you get off with me, comment what they are. If you want, yeah. It's up to you.
There's no reason for anybody to follow them.
Okay.
They're niche. They're
niche. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So is it coming back Wednesday, Cheryl? Like when can you tell me? What time? Can you notify me? Can I get an alert on my phone? Like what are you gonna do for me, Cheryl? I'm counting on you, girl.
Well, if I see it come back, I of course will tell you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Anytime I see a certain somebody that we follow do something crazy, I'm like, girl, did you see that?
Yep. You always let me know. You always keep me informed. Awesome. Okay. See you later. Bye, girlfriend. I know. I used to know how, and I don't see it either. There should be an X somewhere.
Well, I'll keep looking around.
I know.
I'll turn off the light.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't see it.
This is not going to work. Somebody might have to tell me. You all people.
I know. I can't figure it out either. Hey, Tina.
I thought I could X you out, and that might X me out.
Yeah, and then just come back in.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll get used to it. I haven't been on Instagram Live in so long. I forgot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So Tammy wanted to get on TikTok, I'm sorry, and thank all your followers, but I was too late. Tammy, are you on Instagram? If you are, put in comments what your Instagram is, and or YouTube and what your content is about, and people can follow you there until TikTok comes back. And if you're a creator, put in comments what your favorite person was, what content you love to find. Um Oh, Topper says, I think it will be back before Thursday is the guess. Okay. Tracy on Instagram says, what happened with Kelly Dodd? Ask Kelly Dodd. I have no idea. I think people just try to cause drama and go on her live. Now Kelly Dodd and Rick Leventhal go live every Friday morning on their YouTube Smash show. And so I think people in comments just ask her about me, and it just throws her off. And she's like, oh, that girl's always talking about me. And I'm like, oh, honey, I'm really not. I mean, no. Anyway, so I don't know, but whatevs, Kelly Dodd. She loves me. She just doesn't know it. Anyways, Seven Gourds of Spinning on YouTube says, I hurried up and threw up some content on Instagram, still learning there. Ask me anything, honestly. And I mean, I started this social media, which now turned into lives and a podcast a couple of years ago on a complete whim, absolute whim. And I've really taught myself a lot, and happy to help because I love encouraging other people. I always say, um, if whatever you want to chat about on social media or a podcast, if you can talk about it to a wall, like if you're that invested and excited and knowledgeable or passionate about something, I promise you, you'll find your people, and they are out there. And that is the best part about social media, is finding your people. If you missed it earlier, I am lucky enough to have so many people that I have met in person. I have relationships on the phone, travel with, do trips with, about things that we have in common, which is, BravoCon, Jeff Lewis, reality TV, but they also become friends outside of that. Like, I know when someone's husband is having a surgery. I know when somebody is dealing something with their kid. I know when they become a grandma. I mean, you get to know everybody. So that is, to me, is the real point of social media, is getting friends, whether it is on social media or off in real life, because you can become just as good friends with people on social media and outside of social media. So it doesn't matter where you live, what you do. You know what I mean? Angie Cooler on Instagram says, I was just a blogger that had a TikTok for 2 years before posting anything. I was surprised I had followers. So what was your content? Like, what was it about? Because I promise you know, the world is a big place, and that's what brings us all together with social media. Like, you think, oh, you're the only one going through something, or you're the only one that watches this TV show. You're the only one that feels bad about this. No, a lot of other people did too. You know what I mean? Yvonne Gal, the meetup was so fun. We stayed at that coffee shop for like 4.5 hours. It was four of us, and then three of us. One had to leave a little bit early, but three of us stayed for 4.5 hours having a chat. Julie, I'm so glad you're joining us. Oh, I love our community. We are so lucky. Tell your husband hello, Michelle. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Angie says, I love our built up community no matter where. Yeah, and that's the part that I feel like TikTok really had, especially since a lot of people went live on TikTok. That was the place to, like, really go live a lot, ask questions in content. In comments. Instagram, I feel like a lot less people go live. Oh, Nick James, hey, in Puerto Rico, it's 1 a.m. in Puerto Rico. I know we're partying together on a Saturday night. I'm already in my jammies. If y'all missed earlier, we had friends over for hours watching the Houston Texans game lose, and then whatever that game was afterwards. I don't know what the game was afterwards. I don't know. I'm not into football. I'm into hanging out with our friends. And anyways, my husband, none of us knew that TikTok had actually gone away. I go inside when our friends left around, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Texas time. And our family chat started going off, and our college daughters were letting us know that TikTok was gone. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just never believed it was going to happen. Yes, Chris says, I can't wait to meet y'all. By the way, if you do want to meet up with people, the easiest way is probably join the Sarah from Texas Facebook group. It's easier. We've even got a thread right now where people are commenting like what city and state they live in for people to also get together for sure. So, Angie, her Instagram is it the Angie Cooler or is there if there's another name, let us know. It says collaborative partner, even face to face business at a craft show. Awesome. Yes, I love that. Michelle says, I want to do a meetup in Las Vegas. So that in Las Vegas is the Jeff Con. I'm calling it Jeff Con. Chump Con, April 11th through 13th this year in Las Vegas at Resorts World. Tickets have not gone on sale yet, but a few weeks ago when he announced it on January 6th, he said in 14 days. Well, that's Monday, which is a national holiday, and he will be off of for that day. So now he says maybe in a couple weeks. So we don't know when tickets are going to go on sale, but if you were a member of fansocial.co app, you will get a notification quicker. And if you have bought a VVIP ticket to one of his shows in the past, he said you'll get a notification quicker, but only 500 tickets are being sold. Did you read the Blake Lively text with Justin Baldoni? It's not looking good for her. I don't know any more recent ones, but I did see a week or two ago where Justin showed the text that she was saying, "Hey, I think she was pumping, she has a baby at the time. She was pumping in her trailer and she was like, "Oh, just come in anytime and we can read through our lines." I mean, that didn't sound I mean, I don't know. I'm very confused. I chatted about this on Friday's podcast that you can listen to anywhere at Sarah from Texas or on the YouTube channel, Sarah from Texas podcast channel. And I'm shocked that this $400 million lawsuit is still going through the back and forth of it all. I mean, the movie's really good. I mean, I reviewed the movie. It's a really good movie, and it takes a lot for me to sit through 2 hours of a movie. But, it was, they're a couple in the movie, but also he was the director, so had great on-screen chemistry, and he's a director of the movie and she's an executive producer. So it's wild. But boy, shots fired. This whole Blake Lively and Justin thing, it's crazy. Crazy. Y'all are meal prepping. What else is going on? Oh, is Lisa here? She's gonna miss TikTok. She loves You know who she got me onto on TikTok? By the way, comment with your favorite account. Like, who are you gonna miss the most or more? You know what I mean? Um, Lisa got me onto Matt Matthews, the comedian, and now we are going to his show in Houston in April. Yeah. Crazy. Oh, it's a new document that was just really no, it's like hundreds of pages. I didn't read that. Are the texts in there? I need it easy. That's what social media is for. I need your text to be brought up on social media. I don't need to read a freaking document about it. If it's good enough, y'all usually send me the pictures anyway. So, um, is everyone getting ready for the snow or the ice storm? I guess we're gonna maybe get snow here in Houston and on Tuesday. Like, who knows? We'll see. 3 inches maybe. We'll see. Oh my gosh, y'all are talking about food. I can definitely tell for those of y'all that know. Oh yeah, who was Cassie Crone? Mama Tot, I definitely know of. Mama Tot is Ophelia, but I think she made. Mama Tot was never her name on TikTok. But Ophelia, whatever her last name is, what she made all of her stuff now. She has like almost 13 million followers on TikTok. I mean, she had a huge community up there, and, that's what's gonna be crazy is that people that had all these big followings, we might forget all the people because a lot of us follow hundreds of people on TikTok or thousands, and you're gonna forget who you were following, and you're not gonna know to look them up on Instagram or, YouTube, you know what I mean? It does take a lot more work, trust me, but, there's a lot of benefits to not putting all your eggs in one basket as far as social media goes, because for one thing, you can put up the same video. She got canceled, but people always yes, thank you. Ophelia, Ophelia Nichols. I think it's Nichols. Ophelia Nichols is her Instagram and all that. She got canceled, but she's not gone. Anyways, but not putting because you might have one video that goes huge on TikTok and you put it up on Instagram and it dies out. But the next video you might have goes huge on Instagram and it dies out on TikTok. So it doesn't take long to just put up the same things. That's a good idea. Michelle made screenshots of her favorites so I could go find them. I mean, because now we can't even go, you can't even go the TikTok app and look at who you were following. You can't do anything. It just literally comes up with some random live that was on. It's so weird. Nick James says, hold on. I get that people are losing income, and I heard one news outlet saying people were complaining that they didn't know if they would get unemployment. And I'm like, as a creator, you are self-employed. Yeah, you get a 1099. You're your own boss when you're a creator. I mean, you make it or break it. 1 month you can make $50. The next month you can make $5,000. I mean, being a social media creator is a wild, wild journey. I cannot get this camera angle is driving me nuts on Instagram. Okay, that's better to me. I'm sorry, since I'm live on YouTube and Instagram, I'm trying to watch my computer comments and the Instagram ones. Yeah, nobody gets unemployment from TikTok. Seven Gourds of Spinning says TikTok is so overflow. Just look at it as entertainment. But I learn a lot there too. I mean, that's where a lot of people, or that's where I would, okay, let's just say it was my preferred app. I won't lie. I've said that. I would often put up my first video on TikTok. And then as the day went on, if I had time to go add it to Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, then I would. But I promise you, all my content was up on TikTok. I just preferred it as a user, as a creator. I preferred it. I got my news there. That's where I was following, all the Spencer Pratt stuff. I mean, it's going to be weird that it's on Instagram now, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, y'all tap the screen on Instagram. I think it lets other people follow. Does it give a thumbs up? Oh, maybe there's hearts. Maybe you can do a heart at the bottom. It's free. I think it lets other people know that we're live. Oh, speaking of live, I think I'm doing a podcast soon that won't be live, but it will go up on YouTube as a replay and then up as a podcast at Sarah from Texas about the GLP-1s, the information. Y'all wanted menopause information. So if you have specific questions or specific content ideas for my podcast, email me at AskSarah, S-A-R-H, from Texas at gmail.com. Ask Sarah from Texas at gmail.com. I always look at Instagram first, and I look at every story that has posted, Martha says. So the stories on Instagram are the little, if whoever you follow, if they have a circle that's going around, that means there's a story you haven't read yet. I think if it's purple, is it purple? And it says live, that means they're live, clearly. You know what I mean? Oh, streaming reality. Says, I went to my doctor yesterday. I'm trying to get on the GLP. We're sending it through to my insurance. They have a whole team that's going to get me on it. Good. Let me know if you love it. I was shocked, and I made a video about it. So go find that. I started the shot last Monday night. Today is Saturday night. I was shocked that what everyone says about it is true. I thought they were making it up I didn't realize how much food noise I had until I took the first shot. And I'm on the lowest dose of Wegovy. Obviously, I'm just starting. It's 0.25 Wegovy. GLP is the weight loss shots. So GLP-1s is the hormone, whatever you want to call it, that's naturally in our gut. And so Wegovy, Ozempic, Mounjaro, Trizepatide, whatever all those things are called. Anyways, we'll definitely be talking about them. Allegedly, maybe on YouTube says, here's the bright side. Y'all get them YouTube reels going. They're going to pay much more. So YouTube has shorts, which now allow as a creator to put up to 3 minutes. It used to be up to 1 minute. Now it's up to 3 minutes. So, and then of course you can put videos, you can put lots of content up on YouTube, but yeah. Ooh, somebody said Team Jeff or Team Justin. Boy, was that a conversation this morning at coffee and here in Pearland. Um, wow. Huh. I've met Justin multiple times. I do not find him to be um rude. What were the things Jeff said? Rude. Um, but when he was talking about the whole text, it ended up not even being a text, right? It was a DM. Um, yeah, I definitely made a video on that, and I've definitely chatted a lot. There's any of my titles under YouTube that are about virus, chump virus is about my thoughts and the facts as they came out on the Jeff Lewis show, or I don't know facts. I don't know the facts. I'm not there. But as Jeff said on Jeff Lewis Live, it's anything that says chump virus, that means I'm talking about the Justin thing. Bookish says Team Justin for me. Yeah. I think a lot of people want to hear more of Justin's side. Did you listen to his podcast on Patreon? He did tell his side. I didn't listen to it, but yeah. Oh. Tea with Tambo. When did he say this? Tea with Tambo says, Trump says he's gonna let TikTok run about another 30 days. He said he's gonna extend it. Run? I mean, it's gone now. What does that mean, run? Yes, watch my YouTube, Sarah from Texas podcast on the YouTube channel. Yes, I don't disagree with that. Cheryl Crow says, not Jeff or Justin, but Justin and his partner's, his fiance Evan's comments were so toxic masculinity. So Justin's fiance Evan, who I've also met in person, very nice, so nice. Evan Cobb, called in and definitely defended his fiance Justin on the radio, but I didn't love it. I admit it. I'm curious now in hindsight if he regrets it. I mean, when you're live on the radio, your emotions are running. You're hearing your fiance being slammed. Maybe he has a different view of it all. Maybe the facts. Maybe it's a one side, this side. Maybe there's 3 sides to the story. Maybe all the truth as Justin sees it wasn't put out there. He jokes about it, but I don't think he has. Somebody asked if Jeff has been diagnosed with autism. He does joke about it, so I don't know. I can't imagine he didn't know. Ange says, do you think Justin knew that Evan was going to do that? I can't imagine. I mean, even though Evan said that Justin was recording a podcast and that's why Evan called in. I mean, lots of people have joked that Justin was right next to Evan whenever he called in. So I have no idea, to be honest with you. Let's see. Oh, does Annie want to come on? Let's see. Annie, did you mean to hit that? She's in Florida. Has the sweetest voice. She sent me this cup. This is from Annie. She sends me really cute things and stuff for Luna. I think she's asking to come on. Let's see. Who knows? Kylo on YouTube says, what about how nasty Kelly Dodd has been these last few months? Few years. How are you feeling about Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag? I hope they get a new show. I do too. I admit I did not watch The Hills when it was in its prime. I have 5 kids. They're all older teens now and young adults, but I was in the midst of raising children when the Hills was on. And I mean, that just wasn't my jam. They're much younger than me. I just wasn't into it. I already watched all the Bravo shows, tons of other reality shows. I just didn't have time. So I didn't watch The Hills, but I love Spencer Pratt. I mean, I really do. Love when he comes on and feeds his hummingbirds. Oh my God. I was literally about to say, if you don't follow her on TikTok, literally was about to say that. That's going to get hard to get used to not saying. Okay. Nat If you don't follow Nat on Instagram, go follow her. Nat, N-A-T. She does great recaps. Not even recaps, she does deep dives. She's really good and just a great person. Anyway, she is huge on TikTok, like almost 200,000 followers. She's great. And she's on Instagram. So Nat, follow her. And she did a great a couple of recaps about Spencer and Heidi also. So follow her there. She's a huge Hills fan. LTD says, I didn't watch The Hills either because of those dang kids. I would definitely watch a new show. I would too. And you know what? It all boils down to what we want to watch and what we want to spend our money on. If everyone is arguing that, oh, why is Spencer and them using, making money off social media? Their house was burned down. They didn't plan that or do that on purpose. I mean, he even joked, hey, if I only knew to get 1 million followers, I would, burn down my house. I would. And he's joking, but seriously. No, not really. Ange Fisk said, have we heard any updates on the new show that Jeff is supposed to do? Not really. But now that he delayed his hair transplant that was supposed to be like right now, he's delayed that. That was why they were delaying filming of the Flipping Out 2.0 in theory until April. But now that he's delayed that, why won't they do? But I don't know. It's weird. I don't know that it's officially been greenlit. Remember, he kind of announced it a while back, but then Andy Cohen was like, wait, why are you announcing this show? It hasn't been bought yet. So development talks, all that is very different than your show is bought and it will be on this network, whatever. I don't know. Cheryl Crow says, oh, did y'all see, as Past Chump said, Jeff lost his new show? He's not got the Flipping Out 2.0. Hey, Nat, I was just talking about you actually. Hit the plus button at the bottom if you want to join me. I would love for you to come on. What was Jeff filming this week? So last Sunday, not this week, last Sunday, he was filming an episode for whatever this show that's going to be on. Gosh, is it January 29th? Shoot, it's the show that I'm getting all of the shows mixed up. There's something January 29th. And then there's the show that's going to be 6 episodes where he's a judge with Christina Hall from HGTV. So why am I so red? Like, I feel like, y'all, I'm seriously drinking coffee. Literally, well, y'all know I don't drink, so this is coffee. And I was drinking tons of water, because we had barbecue and obviously being on the Wegovy, I need to drink lots of extra water. So I had water all night, all day, had a tea this morning. What is Special Forces? Is that the super intense show where you got to be really fit and muscular to do really weird thing? Not weird, but very fit things, like jump from a boat to a helicopter or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Crazy. Oh, it's on Fox. Okay, Special Forces is on Fox. Dang. I'm watching Brody. He's really good, better than some of the athletes. Oh, Brody Jenner. I mean, that's a whole family of athletes. I mean, literally. Oh my gosh. Shanda says, Kelly Dodd keeps trying to bait Sarah Fraser too, starting beef with the Sarahs. I mean, seriously, so weird. Oh, is that the one that Denise Richards did? See, I just don't watch. There's not enough time in all the day, and all these competition shows with the reality stars. I'm like, I don't know. She's got her own show coming out soon, but I don't think she had all the details that she could say. So I guess Denise Richards is going to have another reality. I loved the reality show years ago that her dad was on with her. Like, her dad was on a lot and helped her out a lot with the kids, and they were so sad about her mom passing away. It was really sweet. I'm not watching Traitors this year either. The only Traitors I finished was season 2. I watched episode 1 of season 1 and wanted to finish it because of Brandy Glanville, and then it didn't really grab my attention, and then other shows started up, and I just had to watch those other shows, so anyways. If you're on Instagram, let me know if you want to join and chat about, well, we kinda moved off of TikTok, but I'm still sad, it's so weird. So weird. Oh. Oh, yeah, so that's the one where Denise popped her breast implant she announced on Jeff Lewis Live. Um, who is that? Somebody said, "Are your parents sleeping?" I mean, my parents are permanently sleeping. They're both passed away, sadly. Hello, KG in the desert. You're an OG. Been chatting with her for a long time. For a long time. Oh, Scott's class on YouTube says, I think Rick Leventhal gets embarrassed about Kelly Dodd's bad attitude and lack of couth on their show. I think he tries to tame her, but I mean, he's married to her and they are together a lot of the time. I mean, they're one of those married couples that are together a lot. So he's well aware of how she acts. You know, I just think he tries to tame her for the sake of ratings and not pissing off her audience. I think in real life, he's okay and lets her say and do whatever she wants to do. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Nick James says, are you in New York right now? No, you're in Puerto Rico right now. Nick James says, I was just giving my boyfriend shit about TikTok because I was never on it. I was like, how's your TikTok tonight? And he sent me the crying face. I know. Literally. People are very upset. And people that had all their eggs or 90% of their money, the creators coming from TikTok, if at the very least it comes back Wednesday, the day after Trump is put into inauguration. I clearly can't talk at 11:30 at night. Oh, Annie, I saw you on Instagram too. Yeah, now you're on YouTube. Join late, just realized you're live. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you. This will go up as a replay too if y'all missed the beginning. I think we went live around 10:15, 10:20. Good. K Kitty says, I listen to Rick and Kelly every day. Rick adores Kelly, ride or die. For sure. I mean, Rick loves him some Kelly for sure. And Kelly loves him for sure. Just the last year or so, and it's just marriage, right? A new relationship is all, whoa, a new marriage. But now they've been married a couple years and, she's just more jokey with him about like, oh, you're going to die soon and whatever. They're just joking, but she really loves him too, for sure. In my defense, I never introduced myself. Oh, Nick. So Nick is the one, can I tell him? So if you're a Jeff Lewis Live fan, Nick is the one who called in a couple of years ago on Valentine's and asked for some advice from Patty Stanger. And then he called back to let Jeff know that he found him a boyfriend in New York City. So now he kind of travels back and forth to see his boyfriend in New York City. Anyways, Nick James is awesome. That's true. I'm sure Crow says, listen, those people should never use that as their only money because you never know where it's going to go, right? I mean, you can't know as a creator, you're not really in control of whether you make $10 or $10,000 a month. I mean, social media is very wonky. So anyone and you can be canceled at any moment. I mean, what's the girl? Oh my gosh, on TikTok, I'm gonna miss her too, but I haven't seen her in a while. She's young, she's a mom, she has a little boy, she's like 20, 21. She just turned 21 a few months ago. I saw that video. She would clean her house and set up her camera and just like unload the dishwasher. She has real strong country accent. She makes the coffee. Kylie Pitts. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Kylie Pitts on TikTok just blew up. And then there was like this anti-Kylie Pitts. And then there was this Kylie Pitts, well, I'm going to make my own coffee too and make, tons of money. So, but that girl worked hard. You don't realize when you make a video, these people are like setting up their cameras, stopping and starting, putting the baby down, putting the laundry down. I mean, it's a lot of work. Do I think it's, brain surgery? No. But if you can make money from having fun or doing what you love on social media, if you want to embarrass yourself, great, do it. If you want to show an emotional side of your life, if you want to be a real honest person about your life, whatever you do on social media, there's definitely money to be made and it is not going away. I mean, even if TikTok goes away forever in America, people will just stay on the newest app more, or they'll be on Instagram more. You know what I mean? If you're on TikTok or if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you're not subscribing, go ahead and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But if you hit the thumbs up, it takes 2 seconds and it just lets YouTube know that other people should be watching my lives. And thank you if you'll hit the heart button. I think there's a heart, or if you tap the screen on Instagram. No, that was tap the screen on TikTok. See, it's so weird. It's so weird not to think that TikTok is not around. Like, it's gonna be, where were you when you found out that TikTok was gone? You know? So weird. Yes! Nick, I totally remember that. So Nick James says, I remember when people were streaming themselves while they sleep and they were making money that way. So weird. The way I would happen on somebody's weird TikTok. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button. Tiva Tambo was number 29. Topper was number 6. Thank y'all. The way I will happen upon somebody's random TikTok, they're cooking, they're cleaning, just the most random lives, and I would watch it whether or not they were talking to me or not. It's so weird. So yeah, people would video them sleeping and people would they make money based on it, but also people would send them gifts and stuff. It was, yes, Cami. Martha says, Cami LeRae is my favorite. Cleaning and organizing. Lots of cleaning and people would make tons of money by like mopping the floors. They would clean. There's like hoarders that would go into hoarding houses and clean it top to bottom and show it. That takes a lot of time to get there and move that camera, wash your hands. I mean, woo. Yes. Wow. LTD says, my 18-year-old nephew would play video games and people would watch, and he made $8,000 a month. I mean, there's so much money to be made on social media just from sharing your life. But you know what? They've earned all that money. When you put yourself out there, you deserve all the money from, making the content and all that. You know what I mean? Silver Surfer, thank you for the information. Said Congress said it's about data and national security, yet there's never been a concern about products and devices literally made in China, like cameras or TVs, you name it. Yes. Oh, I know. Tiva Tambo says, I'll miss the people that make cool stuff from the Dollar Tree. Oh, that would make stuff? Oh, I love the Dollar Tree. Even my friend Alice with Alice in Bravo Land, who's huge on Instagram, but she's also big on TikTok. She Alice in Bravo Land, follow her. She would do stuff about not Dollar Tree, but what's the other place? Dollar General. She would like take videos on her like finding Christmas stuff and whatever at Dollar General, and I love those. Oh, I'm Cheryl Crow says Compassionate Cleaning was the hoarder TikTok I followed. Oh, what a sweet name though. That's so sweet, actually. Compassionate Cleaning. Yeah, Cheryl says our phones are all using the phones we're using are all made in China. Oh, the cooking videos, yeah. Even if I never met y'all, my family chat was so freaking hilarious because the kids were all, right, I've got 3 kids away at college, so they're all, and then the 2 high schoolers, and they were all like, "Oh, all my videos are gone, all the cooking recipes I saved as favorites and I never made." It was hilarious. It was so funny. What does that mean? Kevin Gregory, we even America arrested the vice president of Hawaii and Canada. I don't even know what that means. What's a vice president of Hawaii? What, Kevin? I don't understand. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I know it is getting late. We will wrap it up very soon, but I just had to chat with somebody and let y'all tell me your thoughts on TikTok. Tell us your favorite accounts. Tell me when you think it will be back. Is it gone forever? Let me know in comments what you think. Oh my gosh. Obviously, I usually chat, all the reality TV shows I've watched, Jeff Lewis Live, all the celebrity gossip, but, you know, the TikTok ban clearly was something. Oh, I love that. Deborah says, "We love an emergency SFT." Thank you. I love chatting with y'all. It is like I said, social media is more than just social media. It is why is my face so red? It's hot. Like, you can't have a 20-minute hot flash, can you? Like, what the fuck? So weird. So weird. So weird. Anyways, okay, if you are a subscriber to my Instagram, it's $4.99 a month. Join us tomorrow at 7 PM Eastern for our Instagram live subscribers and ask me anything. So you can literally ask me anything. And it goes up as a replay. So if you don't get to join live as a subscriber, you get to watch it. So, anyways, and I don't think I'll go live Monday at 4 PM Eastern. No allergic reaction. All I'm drinking was coffee, and I already had a cup of coffee earlier. This is nothing different than I normal drink. I don't drink at 11:30 at night, but anyways, no allergic reaction. I'm good, but thank you. And Michelle said I had 3 glasses of wine. Yes. You would think that would make me red, right? But I hate red wine. Ugh. I can drink Moscato if I have to, which I don't have to ever drink. But I like sweet drinks. Chocolate martini, cosmopolitan, lemon drop, buttery nipple. Sound like an alcoholic, but no, I like a sweet, flavorful, pretty drink. I definitely like a pretty drink for sure. Anyways, okay, well, I will see some Instagram subscribers on live tomorrow, Sunday, and everyone else probably. I'll put up a podcast Monday, but it may not go out at the regular time. And I think it's going to be on like health and nutrition and the GLPs ones. So I think. But email me at asksarahfromtexas@gmail.com if you have questions about it for sure. Topper says, I need the 5 days a week. Oh, Monday. Maybe we'll go live Monday. I'll see what I have going on. A lot of times our family goes bowling on random holidays like this, so we could end up going bowling. But anyways, okay. Bye, y'all. Thanks for joining.